Good evening. It is 7:42, Tuesday, January 16th. We will call this stated meeting for River Township to order. Would everyone please rise and join me in giving the pledge of the flag of our country? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Bear with me with my voice. Salting all day. Salt always messes with my voice. So, with that out of the way, the minutes are in front of us. What's our pleasure?
I'll make a motion. We suspend the reading of the minutes and approve them as written.
I second that.
Yes.
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 That out of the way, we'll move right into our department reports. We'll start with the Enon Fire and EMS Chief, John Heath.
Good evening.
Good evening, John.
Run so far for the year 73.67 since our last meeting. We're averaging 4.56 per calls per day. Starting to pick up obviously with the weather. Mutual aid received since our last meeting is 1. Year to date is 1. And then mutual aid given since our last meeting is 3. Year to date is 3. The pump for the new brush truck is in. I'm working with Nathan to get it up on the forklift once the weather kind of gets a little bit better. We'll get it in the back of the truck and secured. I have one application that you guys are reviewing for hiring that we recommend for to be hired. Friday, we had some barn siding come loose. Lieutenant Clark was able to get up here quickly and secure it before it became a major problem. Looks like the J channel broke from the wind, so he's able to screw it in to keep it from ripping the whole thing off. So kudos to him for that. Drove all the way up from home to fix it while the crews called and said it was flat. It was close to probably ripping it all off, so he's able to fix it. So we're gonna look to see if we can get some replacement J channel put up once the weather is a little nicer.
Yeah, we need to get we need to get a hold of Cap. Have him look at that base trim out there. So we need to have him just come out and
Figure out
give us some maintenance. Yeah, I think so. That'd be a good idea.
Other than that, that's it. Still no. The rescue still got no answer yet of when we're going to come up and look at it. The biggest thing right now is with it being cold. People just need to be real cognitive of thawing out pipes with blow torches. There's been a lot of fires happen when that people try to thaw pipes out. The other thing is with it being so cold, I expect us to go out and get some water breaks here soon between sprinkler systems freezing, especially in some vacants. It's going to start picking up when it starts thawing out. Other than that, everything else is going good. You guys have any questions for me?
Yeah, John.
No.
Okay, thanks, John.
Thank you.
We'll go to Road and Cemetery. Don O'Connor.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Not a whole lot going on. We go from one extreme to the other, raining like crazy to snowing now. Got all the trucks up and running well, so I did a pretty good job jumping on, this sudden blast this morning. I got up at 4:30 and there was nothing. Looked out about 5:15. I was like, where'd this come from?
Mm-hmm.
So able to jump on it pretty well. But we just had a few roads we had to plow. But that was about it. But all the trucks are running well. We got about 30 tons of salt left in the old salt bin out back, and then it'll be empty. We probably got about 150 down in the new salt bin. So, we're looking at 180, 200 tons of salt, so we're in pretty good shape. Still got 200 tons of order. That's really about it from the road. Like I said, hasn't been a whole lot going on. Cemetery side of the house, we've got a funeral Thursday. We're going to try to dig that tomorrow. See how frozen the ground is. And then I've got a deed for you to sign. And that's really about it.
Anybody have anything for Don?
Yeah, I got a verification that the school board voted to go ahead and donate that.
That Vietnam
Yeah.
Memorial thing.
So you guys are free to whenever you want to move it.
We'll probably mess with it here in the next week or so. The ground's
Ground be froze.
Yeah, the ground's a little stiffish.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So
It's supposed to warm up next week. Be warm. Yeah, be warm all the way.
And rain.
Hey,
So,
I got a guy, we can do it.
Yeah, yeah. You got a hammer now, son.
Yeah, we can take care of it.
yeah. Yeah, he texted me Friday, said they voted last week on the meeting,
Okay.
or at the last meeting to go ahead and
So
approve that.
we're gonna put it up there behind the column there and
They make them get sick right away.
Yeah, that's not an
just
issue.
get it out.
We just want to get it out of there before we tear the yard up and tear everything up. I mean, of course, if we tear something up to get it out of there, then they can fix it, but.
Okay, so we'll get her.
Okay, thanks, Don.
Mhm.
Our River Township Deputy, Brandon Baldwin. Evening, Brandon.
Since the last meeting was out on the 18th to today's date, 34 calls for service, 7 arrests, 4 traffic stops, 8 assists, 47 business checks, 75 citizen contacts because I've been sick. 1,500 miles placed on the cruiser. There was a nuisance vehicle I was made aware of in Holiday Valley that has been taken care of. There's also a trailer in the bluffs that I will be taking a look at tomorrow to possibly get removed from the roadway. 5 crashes and then a stolen vehicle was recovered in that period of time. The only notes I have here is that stolen vehicle was recovered on Springfield Dean or West Jackson Road close to the Marathon. It was reported stolen out of Yellow Springs. I ended up locating the suspect in the apartment there. She was taken into custody. There was a non-injury bus crash in Holiday Valley last week that I know people were posting about on Facebook. There was no injuries. It was just she backed up into a vehicle that was parked trying to turn around. So I assisted OSP because they ended up taking the crash due to them having a trooper in training. Participated in a warrant roundup on the 19th. Several subjects were arrested all within the county. Actually, several being here in Mad River that we were able to get super early in the morning. Nathan was able to get an oil change done for me around Christmas time. During that time, he discovered that my right front CV axle on my cruiser needs to be replaced. So I'm working with the garage. We'll be stopping up there tomorrow morning to discuss with them. That way they can get the part ordered and get that replaced as soon as possible due to all the salt and stuff on the road. And also during that period of time, Nathan was able to assist me with getting a power inverter put in the cruiser. So that was a huge help. Huge thanks to him. So other than that, that's really all about I've got. Of course, weather's inclement. So take your time, please. We had slide offs this morning everywhere, and there really wasn't that much snow on the ground. So
No.
people just are in a rush. Take extra time, please. It's not worth it.
Are the CV joints making noise or are they starting to chirp?
Mm-hmm.
Get them pretty quick.
Dripping grease. The boot's torn, it's dripping grease.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll be quiet for a little bit, but
It was quiet for a while, and then as soon as he looked at it, then it started making noise. So I was like, yeah,
so the garage is going to take care of that for you?
they should. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody got anything for Brandon?
Any update on the heater?
Fixed.
Yep, it's fixed.
Good.
They hooked me up, so
Good.
it's nice and warm in there now. Good thing because I think I got a couple pipes in there. So.
And it was repaired, not replaced. Anything from Houston Fire EMS?
No, I forgot to bring the report from our last meeting, so
Okay.
that would be my fault. I was gonna bring their year-end report and I forgot.
Yeah. We'll move on to the fiscal officer, Dave Rudy.
I just have some checks for you guys to sign tonight. Pretty much all I have. Just working on year end still, so.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Dave? We'll move into our department, our old business. We do see a need to move into executive session after we do old and new business. So I don't know if there will be any action taken. Possibility there will be. So moving to old business. We really don't have a whole lot going on for the year. I mean,
We talked about the chickens last meeting. Did you reply back to those people's email? As far as,
No. We are kind of jammed up on that because it is over 1 acre.
It is over 1 acre.
Okay. And it's less than 1 acre where we have a
That's what
authority, so.
okay.
No,
As long as they keep them pinned up, I mean,
yeah,
I can see some people may not want to hear a rooster. Keep a rooster out of it and keep them pinned up. It shouldn't be a problem, but
I was going to stop over and talk to them.
yeah.
Well, I knew
Ones
you
with
were
the
looking
chick.
into it and
Yeah.
look at it.
That's what I got out of it, and I have not made it over to pay a visit. I was actually going to talk to the neighbor that they inquired first, make sure they're okay with going over, because you know how that goes, and it gets them upset.
Right. Right. They want you to do something about it, but they don't want you,
Yeah,
anybody to know that it was
But I-
them that.
thanks for a reminder on that, though. I'll reach out to them in the morning.
Okay.
And that's what we were talking a little bit about we had that one email about the storage unit or the cargo box or whatever delivered West Enon Drive. Trying to get some information on that, whether we have any authority or not on that. I'm not really sure we do. But yeah, how can you fault them to going that route? It's a pretty cheap, secure storage thing, and it's
Yeah.
not the best looking
It's
thing.
not. We just bought one for $1,000, full size. Man, it's cheap,
That's real cheap.
Yeah,
and it's so far it ain't leaks.
right.
I mean, it's an older one. You can tell that
Sure.
it's an old one, but
Yeah.
you can buy them for $1,000, and it's and you can lock them up tight.
Mhm.
They can't break into them, and
Mhm.
they're stout. So
Try to get some more info on that, but I think we're kind of stuck on that.
Well, I don't think we really had much other in old business other than, do we have any update information on the tanker? Still not leaking, still working out good?
not leaking, no water. So all good there. Hopefully it stays good. So yeah. So, I mean, it's only been out a few times since
Yeah.
it's been back. So, but we've driven it quite a few times, just training and just getting it out and working it.
Well, that's the main thing. You usually find that pretty quick.
Right. So
Couldn't hide itself before, so
no.
it's definitely better. And they haven't started on the catch basins in Green
I
Meadow
don't
area.
think so. You guys noticed them? Hasn't been the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went from having pretty good weather to do some stuff like that to
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden we don't have any.
well, that's about all I got in old business. You guys got anything else?
No.
Are we forgetting anything? New business?
I got one last thing in old business.
Yep.
Any word from some sites people? They got Garrett's contact information. They were wanting to get some of that URL,
Yeah, that was the last,
and I
That day
gave
they-
it.
the day they called and
I gave it to them, and
Yeah.
then nothing. So that's been almost 2 weeks, hasn't it? Because we met. I saw you
Yeah,
guys
weeks.
like
yeah,
right after their meeting, like a day or two later or something.
yeah, it was the next day.
Okay. Maybe I'll shoot him an email and see what's going on. So, sorry to run. You go on new business then.
Nope. New business, what do we have going on in new business? One thing I know of is we repaired the heater, in Brandon's garage down there. It was a repair, not a replace. Replacement was about $4,000. Got it replaced, what, 1,300?
Yeah, just shy of.
A little under 1,300 to repair, so. That's the only thing in new business that I know of. And I do want, wherever John went, I do want him to get a hold of, or do you want to get a hold of, Randy at CAPS, have them take a look at his building,
Sure.
see if he can get out? Do you ever run into him? No, okay. I can get a hold of him and we'll, have him get down here and give us a price. Because we've got some drip edge, we've got a lot of stuff back here needs addressed, so. Anybody have any other New business?
The only thing I have is it's that time of year to probably more thinking Don and Nathan and Adam start thinking about road needs for 2024.
Paving or chip seal stuff.
We've slowed,
You know-
I mean, we've got a couple,
Like we've got some repair issues that we know we need to address. We've already know that we're looking at doing several inlet rehab jobs and there's manholes down there, whether we stick with maybe just crack sealing and some repairs this year and take care of some of that stuff and maybe next year throw a big project out again with a bunch of stuff. I noticed that now we've got 3 companies bidding when we put together a large project, like kind of keep it down here regional. We get Barrett that jumps in there and I think it keeps the other guys honest.
Yeah.
So maybe think about that, like paper repairs. Like we know on New Horizon, we got some really nasty looking stuff down there.
Yeah.
Maybe think about some stuff like that. Some places maybe where we could do some additional crack sealing. Just some things like that. Like, I never got around to getting Mead out there to look at that place on Rocky Point.
Oh, the 4-way.
Yeah, where the pavement slid down there. It's all rough. You guys just make a list of some locations or something and I could measure them up and see where we're at on some stuff like that. If there's, last year, like you guys came and said, hey, we need to do something on Cook Street. If you go out and you see anything, we know that south of Tecumseh was rough, down in there by Snyderville.
Right.
I'm actually kind of shocked that we don't have anybody here from that area tonight.
I know.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
They're reaching out to Norfolk Southern.
Good luck.
Yeah, because we can't, I've called them. They won't contact me. They don't even act like you exist.
I dealt with the day that they had that, I dealt with that. Which at the end of the day, we're at Norfolk Southern's mercy. It's up to them if they want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a while. And what they've got the 2 tracks there, so they're putting a set of cars on to get something else by.
Right, it's a bypass.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't foresee the old bridge coming back, but it's unfortunate that does happen. That's not, it's not a good situation. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised maybe somebody wouldn't have came here tonight. I don't know. We do have some local contacts. With Norfolk Southern, I don't know whether they can make any headway on stuff. We've had other Norfolk Southern issues come up with these rail crossings and whatnot. And people call down to the south, where is it? Where's the
I don't
headquarters?
know, it's an 800
Yeah.
number.
Now, would they be in charge of eventually looking at fixing how rough it is right there on the road?
I've tried to I've made that call a
Supposed to get
bunch of
done this
times.
year.
It is.
That's what I've been told.
It's getting really, really bad.
Because I started calling on that when I first came into office
Yeah.
in crickets.
No, you were heard.
Yeah, I was heard.
They don't move very fast.
They just don't call you.
They don't call you back. Don't move very
Only
fast.
took 4 years.
They
to
just
learn to-
redid I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the crossing at Fletcher Pike and the same railroad.
Mhm.
It's over, kind of east of the fairgrounds. Titus Road goes back in there, and there was a place there where trucks get stuck. It was
Yeah.
you climb up over, and like low boy
Mhm.
drags get stuck, and they finally just this summer came in and got the approaches gradual and did some road widening and some different things. And that was a direct deal with Norfolk Southern. Our county engineer met them out there, and it should help. But they've been talking about that for years. So I think we had an accident there where a truck got stuck or something and it got hit.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what finally was like last straw. And what was doing it? We had all the work there with the sheets. So there was a bunch of redirected traffic, and it was hitting that crossing a lot more aggressive. So, yeah, as I've been told that Enon Road crossing is happening this year.
It's good. It's due.
So yeah, that's good. Road work. start, when this weather's terrible, no better time to maybe go out and just make some lists on some stuff.
Chip, you're talking everything, crack seal, chip seal.
Crack seal, think more about the maintenance type stuff, like the crack seal repairs, kind of see where we're at. If you see some places that, remember we've had Hensley do like some of that strip sealing, spot sealing, some of that type stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because we're spending a fair amount on the
We are.
manholes and catch basins this year.
And it's
It's maintenance you
carrying
have to
over-
do.
Carrying over into this year.
Yeah.
So just, then maybe not get too carried away and plus we're doing Southern Vista this year.
Yep.
So we got our match on that.
Right.
So maybe, kind of do that kind of thing this year and then maybe next year look at it.
Do something.
Going into another neighborhood
Yeah.
or something, or going back into Holiday Valley and start doing some mill and fill on one or two little spots back in there. It'll take us a while to cover Holiday Valley up. I'd still like to maybe, put in for OPWC money on the loop in Holiday Valley, especially like Westcott where it's real wide.
Yep.
I think we would have traffic counts back in there where you think, we're running out of roads basically anyway that would
Yep.
qualify for anything. So
That'd be a good one because
you hate to do the main one, without
and
doing,
that, that road, after some of the utility repair in there,
Oh,
that road,
yeah.
those roads are, they're close on the list.
Yeah, it's been a while. So, throw that on that.
The last year, that's where most of our emails have come from.
Yeah, curb work.
Yeah.
There's some curb repairs in there. Their list of curb inlets included some in there. So think about that stuff too. Curb that's shot. So especially in that neighborhood. Anybody have anything else?
I do not.
Just remind public, we got the levy on the ballot for the roads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Coming up in March.
it's gonna be here in March.
Yes, it'll be a renewal,
Yeah.
the renewal levy for our roads. And that's how we fix all these catch basins, manholes, blacktop the roads. That's what we use. So
Wonder if there would be
we'd appreciate your support come March.
any benefit in putting some stuff out on the Facebook page talking about the importance of that, or
Wouldn't hurt.
or our website, or
Both.
maybe just the what it costs to pave a mile and costs increasing, and
Yeah.
we're and that how much it is per 100,000 type factual type stuff or something. I don't know. Is that, you think that's useful info, or
Yeah. Sure.
at least we're just, it's a renewal, so they should know, but
Right.
just so we're being real transparent on what might not be a half bad idea. I met with a township last week that doesn't have one and, would like to try to sell one to the public. And I was like, it's tough right now. So, we're very fortunate that we have it.
Yep.
Okay.
No doubt about it. Got anything, Jay?
Yep.
Do you want to, like that
So we're doing
and leave out the official
none of
investigation?
that.
Nope. And none of that. So
So we're
employment, no compensation of a public employee.
okay. I make a motion to enter executive session to consider the employment compensation of a public employee or official.
Second.
Mr. Young? Yes. Mr. Pettit?
Yes,
Yes.
we will be back shortly. Don't know if we're gonna still be any action, but we'll be back.